Okay, welcome back to the ultimate confusion. Sorry the last part was so fucking long and it was so full of nothing. That's our bad. We're failing miserably. Hopefully this time, touch wood, we'll get somewhere. Yeah, wine would be nice. Hang on.
Wine for strength.
Oh, Drain. Oh, Christ. That's a mighty full glass of wine. Now, in between parts, Krusty had... Oh, cheers. Krusty had the mighty idea to crossbreed our theories that we discovered a few parts ago about using the notebook, crossbreeding that with the sense to try and do stuff. Now, personally, I don't see how this is going to work, but at this point, I am prepared to try fucking anything. Oh, I can't do it here, however. Maybe I can do it here.
We know we can do it in the cellar.
We do know that. Let's go to the cellar. No, don't. You fucking arsehole, Luton. You absolute fucking arsehole. Go over here. Over here. Over here, Luton.
I didn't really.
Shut up. Right. Right, so let's try this. Bestial. Hang on, did we already do this? Is that why I'm thinking this? Fuchsia. It's not fuchsia.
There was nothing super.
That's why it's saying supernatural. Is it? I don't know. Right. That's Ilsa, isn't it? Do we have a clue for Ilsa that we can...
Yeah, Ilsa's a purple one.
Yeah, I know, but do we have a clue so that we can, like, try that theory, or have we already mapped it?
No, we've already got it somehow.
Yeah, bollocks.
Alkali, what's he done?
Yeah. Ilsa and two conquers.
Ilsa's scent was a subtle shade of fuchsia.
You're right, mate. It's working.
The scent was extremely weak, and I didn't think it was important.
Right, well, we've established something. Right, we're learning. Well done, mate.
Red mist.
Well done.
Do the red mist.
Red mist.
The
That's wine.
smell in the cellar.
I'm not going to fucking go through... I've not got a note on wine. The only notes on wine I've got are what's written on the fucking bottle. Yeah, I mean.
No. Tasting notes.
Right, well, that's a concept anyway.
You wanted to see me.
Oh.
I tried to reach you at the mansion, but you're never around when I need you.
You never need me when I'm around.
A funny thing happened to me the other day.
You arranged all this just to tell me an anecdote?
We arranged
It's a
this?
funny little story. I think you'll like it.
I'm listening.
The other night, someone stuck a sword
Fucking all
through
ears,
my
mate.
ribs.
Ah, it must have been someone who knew you well.
The thing is,
You.
not long afterwards, I was in my coffin thinking about it when I realized I wasn't dead.
That was lucky.
Luck was not a factor. Why did you do it, Carlotta?
Do what?
Make me a werewolf.
If I hadn't, you'd be dead. Would you prefer that?
That's not the point, and you know it. You did something to me that was going to change who I was for the rest of my life. And you didn't even tell me.
I didn't think
I was waiting for, like, some
understand.
sort of... And you didn't
Besides,
even give me
It
a...
wasn't as if I planned it.
Are you
Bottle
telling
of
me you
wine.
turned me into a werewolf by accident?
How
No,
long
not a
have you been
hand job,
werewolf
Krusty.
now?
Not long.
With
Have
your
you
hands
felt
in your
what it's
pockets,
like?
fondling yourself.
Jobbing myself
That
off.
draws your attention to every jugular, pulsing with
I
life.
want to see your jugulars.
Irrepressible call of fresh blood. A sudden attention to the phases of the moon.
I have to fight to keep control.
We all do. Coming to a city of 1 million people, it's like a starving monkey wandering into a banana plantation. You learn to live with it.
And you decided to infect me with lycanthropy?
Infect is such a negative word. I prefer blessed.
You think this is a gift?
Of course it's a gift. It's the greatest gift I could give to someone. And I chose
Oh,
you.
she sounds so
Why?
tender.
You're a smart man,
I want the
Luton.
gift of
Figure
her
it out.
minge wrapped
Yes,
around my
yes,
face.
yes. Meanwhile... stuff.
Blah, blah, blah.
Into these new things. Here we go, new murders.
Yeah.
Lots of murders.
Do you know anything about the murder of one of the patrician's clerks?
No, I don't.
Brilliant.
Excellent. Cheers.
Have you heard about the recent murder of a rich merchant?
Sorry, Luton. I'm not an expert on murders, despite what you may think.
Oh, I know where I'm going next.
Can you tell me anything about Matham's murder?
No.
So what the fuck are we doing here?
Go back to Carlotta as a werewolf. I know we've just covered it, but
Where was that?
next one. Next
No.
one.
Yeah.
So, how many people have you killed?
I'm not that kind of a werewolf.
I suspected you were a killer even when you were just a woman. Now, I'm certain of it.
I was never just a woman.
No,
You expect
you
me to
are
believe
enhanced,
you've never
because that is
killed
not
anyone?
natural, love.
I have a lot of self-control.
It didn't seem that way when we kissed.
Don't mistake passion for a lack of self-control.
No,
Do
because
all
that was an
werewolves
infection.
see the world the same?
We all saw the
Everyone
blood
sees the
in that
world
cutscene.
differently, Luton. That's what life is all about.
I meant the colors. Do you see the same colors I do?
What color is the smell of the river Wank to you?
A kind of cacophonous bright green.
I guess we do then.
Whoever killed me had a distinctive magenta scent. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
40 minutes trying to
Doesn't
work
ring
this
any
out, come on.
bells.
There was something else about it. Like a kind of fluorescent sparkle.
Like a greenish yellow purple?
Sure.
That's the one.
That's octarine.
Octarine. Sounds like a type of fruit.
It's the 8th color of the spectrum.
What?
The basic color of which other colors are merely pale shadows impinging on conventional reality. The
Oh,
color
yeah.
of magic.
We spent
Conventional
40
reality.
minutes
Or
in the
what
last
passes
part,
for
nearly,
conventional on the Discworld.
fucking
What's that
around,
supposed
not
to
knowing
mean?
what to do,
If
and
I
clearly all we
always
needed
knew
to
what
do
I
was
meant,
walk into this
I'd be a
fucking
genius.
cafe,
So what
and
smells
everything
of
will be
octarine?
solved.
Do you reckon we can
Anything
delete the last
magical.
part and just
Then how
skip straight
come
to
I've
this
never
one?
seen it
Yeah, I think we
before?
can. Oh,
There
wait,
must
shit,
be
no, it's already
100
there.
magical
We've
things
already
in the
seen it.
city. Unseen University should glow like a sparkler.
Mortals can't see it, only wizards.
I hear you laugh,
Although we can
but I
smell
also
it,
sense
of
the
course.
sadness
That
behind that
doesn't
laugh.
explain why Unseen University doesn't reek of
It's
it.
a waste of
Well,
3
it fades
days.
quickly in sunlight, and in extreme
about release
cases,
dates.
walks
Yeah.
away.
Okay, that was productive. Kind of. Was it? It got
Well,
us excited.
It got us excited, but we didn't get ba-da-blah. Well, maybe we did, because Sense haven't been giving us a blah blah blah. That was an entirely new thing entirely. Here, what do you know about this
You
pendant?
recognize this?
No, I have never seen it before.
Why? It's in your
Brilliant.
fucking house. Oh wait, no, it wasn't, was it? I'm lying.
No, it was in the seal.
What do you
on
make
this.
of this perfume?
I'm sure you can think of something better to ask me, Luton.
Can I suck your titties?
And with that, she made her
Where can I
excuses and
find you?
left.
I'll be around.
That's not very helpful.
What can I say? I go where I want to, with anybody I want.
Slag.
I just happen to be that kind of girl.
Slag.
This isn't over, Carlotta.
I
You
hope
slag.
not. We don't have to be enemies, Luton.
We could be
We'll
lovers.
never be
We
friends.
could be lovers.
Let's not fight, Luton.
Let's
We can
shag
work
instead.
together. Recover the sword together.
My dick.
I don't know who you are anymore.
A slag.
I'm
A
the
slag.
same girl I ever was, Luton.
A
A slag.
It's you that's changed.
Not
You're
a slag.
telling me.
You know, Luton, you don't have to work with me. You
Only
don't have
fuck
to
me.
say anything, and you don't have to do anything.
But
Not
fuck
a-
me.
Oh, maybe just howl.
While we
Know
fuck.
how to howl, don't you, Luton? You
Only if
just
you fuck
pull
me
your
right.
jaws apart and blow.
Jesus
You'll do
Christ.
that.
Carlotta had left. I sat alone in the cafe, thinking about my problems. As bad
Right, well,
as
she
it
wouldn't have left
seemed,
if we hadn't
my
covered
life
everything
was still
relevant.
Better than it was a few years ago. Back then, I would have sat alone in the cafe,
Drinking.
through my problems.
Drinking in asterisks as if it's a clue. You don't suppose it was a clue.
Drinking. Drinking.
Can I do a werewolf in here?
Yeah, yeah, drinking. Yeah, I'm going to do a drinking.
I was.
No, no. Apparently no. Immediately back to the werewolfing area. Which I have to go over here to do. Oh, he's going to do it this time. Well done, Luton. Fucking prick. Right, sense. God, still magenta!
Can you scroll up? I know we've been scrolling down. Can we scroll up?
Up.
Can
No.
we scroll down now? No.
No. I went, did I just catch lady there? Did I actually... Did I...
Lady.
Lady? Lady? Oh, yeah, I did. Thank Christ for that. I thought it was going fucking mental.
What are the other ones we've got?
Other smells.
Yes.
That's all I'm telling you. That's all you get, my friend.
Boo.
I'm going to try and fucking break into these barrels again.
Okay, I suppose I could crack open a barrel, empty out the wine, hide inside, but I'd...
It'll work! Look! Look, you cretinous bastard! Look, look, look! Look at the barrels! Don't look at the barrels. Do a smell of the barrels. Don't turn around.
Wait. Go to...
The scent was too weak for
magenta scent.
Magenta scent.
Click. Drag
Click.
to
Drag.
magenta trace.
To magenta trace.
Definitely the same scent as my killer, which meant whoever it was made it into the palace concealed.
Oh, for
another point
What?
about the last
Bring
part
to
being a
mind
total
the
waste of
phrase,
damn near 40 minutes.
Waste. Time passes, and Thorin sits down and starts singing about gold.
Look, it's not our fault. Yeah, we're learning these new mechanics in fucking Act 3.
right.
And we're drinking.
Barrels.
Yeah, I'm going to the barrels, mate. No, for you, my friend.
How demented.
Dementia?
Yeah.
Have you ever just downed your mind so deprived?
You're doing it!
Oh my god, it's working. His fucking eyes.
But it paid off.
Oh, harmonised saxophone.
Very difficult to do. Is that
Yes.
meat?
It looks like meat. Right, so we're in this new area.
Oh,
At last.
oh, boxes. Oh.
Nothing but barrels and
The
boxes.
wine
Cattle.
barrels had allowed me to break in. It didn't speak too highly of the palace's security, but...
But I wasn't complaining. Boxes.
The storeroom was filled with boxes of food and supplies.
Of course they were.
I guess even the patrician had to eat every now and
I
then.
guess you're right. Meanwhile, while I'm highlighting loot, I should probably do some smells. Traces of magenta. Killer gets
My
everywhere.
killer had definitely been here.
Faint red, right? That's wine. Oh, that's just turned back into a human, wasn't it? It's a big spider there, Krusty. It's your favourite.
Ah.
Krusty doesn't like spiders, so make sure you go on our Facebook page, facebook.com/graciousbears, and post lots of pictures of spiders just for Krusty.
Thanks, mate.
Well, you know, try and get him involved. You know damn well about 8 people are going to watch this top end.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Titanic-esque thing, and then we'll get thousands. Come on, watch the videos. What the fuck is this song?
Your favourite.
I imagine this is what goes on in Foy's head all day as he bumps into things. Generally causes calamity. Right, so we just came from there.
There we go.
That's almost a harmony, I guess. So it's just door, and that way. Foot the doors, I'm going that way. Oh, God. Going through the double doors, they seem
Why
more
go for doors
exciting.
when you can have
I
double
could hear a
doors?
conversation on the other side of the door, but I couldn't quite make out what was being said.
I have an idea, my friend. Beasties have a better sense of hearing. Maybe if you were a wolfy wolf, you'd see lots of navy scent.
Sailors have been here.
I picked it up. Let's put it in my scent book. Oh, that worked.
You've just allocated it to trash.
No.
No.
Yes, I allocated the smell to something.
No, you didn't.
I'm learning. Shut up.
The only noticeable scent in the hallway was someone's trail, which led to the double doors.
And there are the double
As
doors.
proof, my hearing was dramatically
Yeah.
I could recognize one of the voices as Commander Vimes. The other voice had the calculating...
I'm amazed you can hear anything over all this
veterinarian,
growling and
the
barking
patrician
you insist on
Noir.
doing while talking.
And
Are you any
deformed
closer to
string
a solution for our
brass
mutual
band
problem?
No, sir. I've been
Wanking.
Indeed.
Indeed.
And what could occupy you?
Wanking.
There was a string of copycat
Wankings.
I've been trying to solve them.
And have you?
No.
Wank.
My lead suspect was
Wanked.
That is very unfortunate.
It certainly was for Luton.
So there has been no progress in determining who killed
Wanked.
Cypher.
Not as such.
I had been given to understand that this was precisely the situation you were well equipped to handle.
Wank.
I will solve
Wank.
this case, sir. You can
Wank.
count on me.
Do you recall what I said the city reminds me of?
You said it reminds you of a
Wank.
clock, sir.
Cock. Cock. I meant to say cock.
Fuck's sake, mate.
Keep your machine
Just blurted out one. Cock.
the machine.
I can read.
You've told me this before.
Do you know why it keeps
Wanking.
Because you want it to keep
Wanking.
I'm flattered that you think I have such importance.
Impotence.
But no, it keeps running because the people believe it will keep.
Wanking.
Faith is a powerful
Wank.
force.
Wank.
There is a point to this, sir.
I always have a
Wank.
point. Sometimes it's sharp.
I'm sorry. Continue.
One of
just
my
dipped it out
clerks
for a
been
sharp
found
wank.
face down with a glass of wine, and that makes it appear as if the administration has lost control.
Of his
And the
wanks.
administration is me, right?
We are all the administration. You do the work, and I take both the credit and the blame. Provided I do not take the blame, I am content.
Wanking.
I trust I make myself clear.
Perfect.
Suddenly I could smell...
Wank. Oh, I wish I
It
thought
filled
of
up my
jizz.
senses like a night in a forest.
You always think of jizz.
Except a night in a forest didn't make me want to tear someone's throat out. I didn't know whether the
Oh,
guard
God!
cut himself or if I was just developing a healthy bloodlust, like any young werewolf. But I couldn't
Wank.
control myself. The next thing I knew, I was in my office. I had no idea how I got there, how I got my coat out of the palace,
Yo,
or
face!
where I'd got a traffic
Oh,
ticket
yeah.
from.
Not one of them
It
for a
had been
while.
that sort of night.
Like an egg face.
Yes.
I was sitting at
A
my
dead
desk
egg face.
thinking over the case when there was a knock at the door.
Rap, rap, rap.
Understand you've been a busy
Looks
boy.
like my wanky face.
It's a busy life when you're
It's a
private
Hamburglar.
investigator. Plus, you get to see interesting foreign places
It's that
and
assassin
learn
from
a trade.
the
There was a commotion
Program.
at the palace last night. Perhaps
Casino.
you know about it?
from earlier.
What
I
goes
remember.
on at the palace has
I
nothing to
don't.
do with me.
I
Indeed,
do.
It is not. And if for some reason you did take an interest in the palace, I'm sure you would not be so foolish as to be caught breaking into the palace.
Of course not. Think I'm suicidal?
Strange you should say that. I heard you'd been
Wanked.
killed.
I expect you hear a lot of things that aren't true. I bet someone has to
Really wasn't
explain
put the
them
wank.
to you using very
I expect you
small
wank a lot of
wanks.
things that aren't
The
true.
thing is, the intruder at the palace appears to have been a
Wank wolf.
There's a lot of that around this time of year, I understand. Must
That's
be
our
the
second
moon.
beer.
I paid my respects to
From the
your
brewery that bought
grave.
you roaring lesbian.
It was nice of you.
It was.
a golden ale.
Oh, you know
Golden
how it
ale.
is. I get
Wank wolf.
claustrophobic
Surely
in
it should be a
narrow
pale
spaces.
ale.
So do werewolves.
Or,
I wouldn't know.
a wheat ale like
Remember when I
Hogarden.
said how
A white
disappointed
beer.
I
A
was
cloudy
that I
one.
couldn't take
Yes.
you out?
That makes the
Oh,
most sense
no.
for Wank
It was a
wolf, doesn't
very
it?
touching sentiment.
Well, Lord
Write it
Veterinary
down.
has generously offered to pay for the
will.
inhumation of last night's
Wank.
intruder.
He has a big
A
heart.
wank.
It's a shame no one can
Wank.
find it.
Was there a point to your
Wank.
visit?
I was just
Wanking.
passing through. Thought you might benefit from my
Wank.
advice.
How generous.
Wanky.
Well, I'll
Wank.
be on my way.
I'll be on my
The
wank.
door's behind you. I can explain how to use
Wank
it if you
it.
want.
Watch your
Wank.
steps. Luton, I will be.
I wank be.
I don't know. Just throw it in now. I've been on a good roll. You've got to fucking leave me alone now.
Right, what am I making a note of? Wank Wolf.
Wank Wolf, the the wheat beer from Gracious Beers Brewery. What is it? Oh God, what was the lesbian one?
Roaring lesbian.
Roaring lesbian. I kind of thinking like rough. Was it rough lesbian? Rowdy lesbian? Oh, roaring lesbian and wank wolf. You know you want these beers. Subscribe if you want these beers. And send naked pictures too.
Oh God, the thing is, if we actually got a homebrew kit, we could legitimately call a beer Wank Wolf.
I know.
Bottle it up, put a label on it that says Wank Wolf.
And serve it at WrestleMania 31.
Yes.
Time travelling is not something we do. Wanking, on the other hand. Oh Christ! Right, so we had a conversation then.
Have you been wanking, Jay? I don't believe you. I will smell your dick.
So, what has this fucking part become?
I think we've actually gone delirious because we've actually mapped the killer's scent.
Have we though?
Lost our
Have
mind.
we? Can we get?
Oh, don't check.
Can we do
'cause
a
I know
smell?
We probably haven't.
Scent says magenta. No, sorry,
Wait,
mate.
The teal one.
Teal was knobby knob drops.
Knobby knob drops.
The maroon scent was. It suggested.
Put it in my smell book for later. Well, that one. Yeah, that one. Teal cloud. We'll put that one in my book for later. Purple haze. We'll put that in my book for later.
He's mapping something as knob.
Dark cyan. We'll put that in my book for later. Oh, it's a river rank.
No, it's not.
So we got a lot of smells, and only some of them are things. If this was a game now, there would be a like trophy / achievement for working out all these stupid fucking smells, wouldn't there?
We're on a time limit for this.
Are we? Oh God!
The computer will
The computer
restart.
wants to restart. Fuck. Right, we better pay attention to that then. Jesus. I wish I'd been paying attention to the conversations. I don't even know what we're supposed to be doing. I'm legitimately completely fucking lost.
Well,
No
that-
shock during the last few
Just
parts.
press cancel and that would be that.
Oh yeah, right. You go and press cancel and
Where he wants to.
and whatever else you want to do. Wank maybe.
Yes.
Right. Carlotta gave us some information and she fucked off. Still don't know. You know, I'm gonna go to the Temple of Small Cocks for a wank. Wait, that sounds bad for me. You know what? I don't give a shit. It is what it is, ladies. Come and try it. Send naked pictures to me. To me. At Gracious Bears on Twitter. Because Twitter allows the titties. I've covered this in parts before. Why is no one listening to me? Where are the fucking titties? Anyway, I saw his silhouette before. I'm going to see if I can cover that in a conversation point. See, still the window. Even now, the window.
Did your church? What's the demo church?
It seems it's an option that's just never left. It's like at some point something new will be said, but it's not. It's just the same old fucking shit over and over again. Bullshit. Here, Sapphire drowned in a vat of
I asked
wine.
Mooncalf where he was when the murder took place, and he told me he was holding a sermon.
I swear to God, I thought I said semen. And that was Safer, not Sapphire. I don't know.
I asked Mooncalf.
Sermon. Sermon?
I asked Moon.
Yeah, Sermon. I'ma smell you, motherfucker. And you ain't gonna be able to do shit. It's killings in
Have you
general.
heard of the counterweight killing? I have not. Nothing. Heard of.
Blah. Krusty's gone for a piss. Now I'm on my own, thinking about wanking. Part 21. Like the age 21. Wanking should be over with. It should be all about the sex. But unfortunately, the sex is not something that we've got going on in this game. I have a song called The Sex. I'd recite a few bars if I could remember any. It's a good song though. It's a nice beat as well that I produced, because I'm a producer when I want to be. Yeah, anyway, through the notebook. I just don't know. Can I get to the... try him on the werewolf bit. Go on, son.
I couldn't exactly slip the fact that Carlotta was a werewolf.
You could. You're just a massive prick.
The growth is
I've
back.
heard that a bestial creature stalks the street. Indeed.
Oh, perhaps the
apocalypse.
the end, the trial, the well,
The tea time of the gods.
Cross, nothing is happening. Please take the mouse away from me. I can't do it anymore. Whenever you're ready, mate. Stop masturbating. Ah, thank you. Oh, kick back. I need a wee as well, actually. I feel like I'm probably all on for a little while.
Not got long left of this part, mate.
No, we don't.
Oh, they've gone.
Well, it's not. There's not an arrow to go in there though. They've just gone. Have they gone round the side? No, they've just fucked off. What fantastic security!
Oh, bottoms.
It always looked much easier in the clickies.
Nah, fuck it. Unless you try and. This is redundant.
Redundantly on it.
See if we can do the barrel thing again.
Barrel thing again?
Yeah, to get back in.
Yeah, alright.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll give you a crowbar.
Thank you for
My present
crowbar.
to you, my friend.
My daughter.
I
Walk,
didn't
walk.
think I could risk breaking into the palace that way again. Not with Remora after my blood.
Right,
Okay.
so we must have dealt with everything we could there. Well, we did learn about a murder while we were there.
Murder.
Well, I say we learned about a murder. We did talk a lot about wanking at the time, but we did. We learned about a murder there. We learned about a murder at the university. There's another murder. Have we learned about the other murder? I can't remember. Go back home? In times of doubt, back at the office?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing but the slow version of the title music to keep us company. I'm still confused, like just mentioning the title music there. I'm still confused as to why there was a dude commenting on the Titanic Let's Play about wanting a full version of the title card beat to that. Because all it was the fucking ship's horn with shit drums. I don't know what he wanted with it. It made no sense. But he did. And if you're watching this, my friend, if you could explain why you like it in the comments anywhere on this or that, or the Titanic video, that'd be great. But we are still probably going to end up turning all the title cards into full Bs. Just not yet, not yet. Give it time. We have a lot of projects. If you knew anything about the Bears, you knew we had a lot of shit going on all of the times.
Is this a good time for a friendly chat?
Never.
Given that there's never a good time for a friendly chat, I guess it's as good as...
Hi, dickhead. Tell me about death and shit. So, I've not explained to the Let's Play viewers why I've come here. I've come here because this is one of the people that I've started to come to frequently during...
times of distress.
Exactly.
I thought it best not to... I'd bring up my... just remembering it.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
No. Don't even know who he is.
What have you heard about Malachite's?
Nothing.
Come on. You know there's...
I heard you done it. Or happy now.
Well, that went really well. Were those murders that we were dealing with before? Is that further down the list? Here we go. All the murders.
I hear a prominent merchant has been killed. Heard anything about it?
All I heard was that someone in the Merchants Guild got killed. That's all I know.
Oh. Brilliant.
How is that a location?
The merchant killed bit of the map. Let's go there. There it is.
That one. Ooh.
The Merchants Guild was the youngest of the Ankh-Morpork guilds, founded in self-defense by the city's traders and shopkeepers, when they realized their role in the grand scheme of things was to be robbed. Robbing fat merchants, it seemed, was a perfectly socially acceptable, even
Wanky
heroic thing to do. Consequently, they weren't the friendliest of guilds either. I wasn't holding out much hope that they'd
Wank me.
Evening.
Usually is when the sun sets.
Is everyone in this city a smart aleck?
Who's he?
He used to be a regular at the Mended Drum. He made a reputation as a know-it-all.
Used to be?
The Mended Drum is a bad place to use the phrase, no, no.
Where did they find his body?
The Shades. And the Diesel Gate. His kidney down a well in Dolly's sister's, I think. Bits of his innards all over the place.
What the fuck is going on? Chatty chat?
So how did you end up working on the door?
Oh, there's only so many good positions to go around.
You're telling me.
This isn't one of them.
Oh, it's not.
I mean, missionary and doggy can only get you so far. Apparently up the duff.
Has anything interesting happened recently?
Oh, yes.
Such as?
We got a new kettle. Much nicer than the one with the leak that we used to use.
You boiled water in a kettle with a hole?
Well, we made a lot of steam anyway. It wouldn't stay in the cups, though.
And that's the most exciting thing that's happened here.
Oh, exciting. If you want exciting, you should see the new color scheme in the coin shaving room.
Come on. Someone was murdered. Wasn't that
What's up, mate?
exciting?
Oh, sure.
Why didn't you mention that?
A guild policy.
Thank you.
We're not to discuss the incident with outsiders.
Coin shaving.
Pussy shaving?
What's all this about
Pussy.
coin shaving?
You haven't heard of coin shaving?
No, I didn't even know they grew hair.
Well, you take a coin and you carefully shave off some of the gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that
which you
again.
can then
Apparently it's
melt
gone
down
out.
And sell. Easy money.
It's like a particularly shit
I
candle.
think I see a problem with that.
Yeah?
Well, I didn't think there was any gold in
Thanks, buddy.
Ankh-Morpork dollars.
Well, there isn't. Not anymore. We kind of shaved them too much.
So what do you use the coin shaving room for?
We keep the kettle there. It sets off the new decor superbly.
That's why you redecorated
Is it Bruce Forsyth
No,
that we're
we used to
talking
keep
to?
the old
I think it
kettle
might
there.
be.
Only all the wallpaper fell down.
Guild!
I don't understand. Why is it guild policy not to discuss the murder?
Well, as you probably know, we
Won't.
formed the guild to stop the dreadful habit of visiting heroes robbing all the fat merchants.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ah, yonder lies a fat merchant, they cry, using that special landlord a flagon of your finest ale hero talk. Let us relieve him.
You should try a flagon of our finest ale.
Upon my scalliard. Next thing you know,
Wank Wolf.
you're blind. That's thanks to
Why not?
years of service.
Years
a
of
wheat
service
beer.
carefully
Oh,
mixing
sorry.
sand in the sugar
Our
and
finest
switching the
ale
number
is, of
plates
course,
donkey
the
carts.
roaring
Hey,
lesbian.
that's a very
I thought we
stilted
agreed that
view.
was going to be
What
a
about all the
strong
other
stout.
top quality bargains we offer?
Ah, yes.
Stouts.
All those
Stout
once in
ale.
a
Okay.
lifetime, never to be repeated,
dark,
absolutely
isn't it?
didn't
It is
fall
dark
off
as
the
fuck.
back of a cart offers.
Exactly.
I think
Plus, we
roaring
keep
lesbian
the
would
economy of
be
the city running.
By
best
giving
as a hobgoblin
small sums to the
type of
less
thing.
smelly
Because
beggars.
a roaring lesbian, the proper
Yes.
full-on
You were
dykes,
telling me about
not
guild
unlike
policy.
hobgoblins.
Ah, yes. Anyway, it was
Jesus.
decided that it would be the Merchants Guild's policy to fully further the aims of its members, advertise the civic charms of Ankh-Morpork, and beat 7 kinds of hell out of anyone with a leather loincloth.
Advertise the civic charms of Ankh-Morpork?
Are you saying you don't like
Wank.
Ankh-Morpork?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. I heard what you guys did to Castroaster.
Damn straight. He got tired real quick.
This doesn't
Overwanked.
explain why you can't discuss the murder with
What a
me.
terrible end.
Well, the Merchants Guild is supposed to be the shining
all
beacon
red.
that shows the rest of the world
Raw
how
as fuck, yo.
unsurpassably wonderful Ankh-Morpork is.
By robbing them blind?
Oi, watch it.
Sorry. Continue.
Watch it.
Anyway, the point is, it's
tart.
bad publicity if we're seen to have a murder in our ranks.
Couldn't you sell it as a tourist attraction?
A wanction?
You know, come to Ankh-Morpork, site of the infamous
Wank.
counterweight killings.
Wankings.
Show some respect.
It's a better one.
A merchant lies dead, struck down in his
Wank.
prime.
So do half a dozen other people.
True, but they weren't
Wankers.
merchants.
So how exactly do you go about
Wanking.
advertising the civic charms of
Wank
Ankh-Morpork?
Morpork.
We pursue those misguided people who publicly fail to recognise the many attractive points of this fine
Wankery.
city.
Pursue?
Yes, we hire large gangs of men with
Bet you
ears
do.
like fists and fists like walnuts to point out that Ankh-Morpork is in fact a marvellously clean and decent city in which to
Wank.
live. A process whose ongoing nature might be swiftly curtailed if they don't shut up right now.
I suspect they see sense.
Oh yes, even if their eyes are a bit swollen.
From all the jizz.
Yes, too much wanking.
Very much too much.
Makes you go blind.
There he does.
Before the blindness comes the swelling.
And when the swelling comes, so does you. Again. To
And-
increase the blind swelling.
Are we going to do anything with this guy, or are we going to end the part?
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty long part. I think this might be the longest one of the series. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll come away from this and we'll start the next part with a chat with this guy, or we'll just walk away.